Welcome to the Pope Activity Center here on the campus of Piedmont International University for tonight's matchup between the Moravian Prep Lions and the Piedmont International University Bruins. Forgive the delay. We are about 15 minutes and 47 seconds left in the first half, so had a few technical difficulties to get off to the start, but we're here now. And the current score is Moravian Prep 10 and Piedmont with 5. So far, it's been a pretty sloppy game so far for the first couple of minutes. A lot of fouls. Moravian Prep already up to 6 total team fouls in the first half. Piedmont is currently sitting at 4. And so trying to get a rhythm going on offense for both teams. A lot of pushing, a lot of shoving underneath the paint. And so seems like it's going to be a physical, relatively low-scoring game. But here we are, and we're ready for Saturday action. Number 32, Colton Bishop, takes the ball up the court. Moravian Prep pressing in. Toss to Justin Poythress. And a travel. Games had to be pushed up today. The winter apocalypse is heading into North Carolina as we speak, and so some of our games had to be pushed up today. Moravian Prep comes all the way from Asheville, I believe, at least the Asheville area, and so they wanted to be able to get home and travel safe before everything sets in tomorrow. With the shot and the three. That's number 5 for Moravian Prep, Josh Hall. Curtis Coleman checking into the game now. He's taking it up the top. He is a freshman. Has started off very hot this year, looking to be a productive member of the Bruins. Out on Moravian Prep, it remains PIU ball. Subbing in for number 1, Tamir Glenn, is number 0, Haishim Weston, who is also a freshman, studying management and business ethics out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Just recently graduated from East Forsyth High School. And Justin Poythress goes up and makes the layup. Brings your score now. Moravian Prep 13 to the Bruins 7. Moravian Prep pushing up the court, laying out a plan. Throws it up, and Curtis Coleman comes down with it, but loses his hand. It remains Moravian Prep ball. Number 2, Antoine Robinson checking in for Colton Bishop here. The rebound, Antoine Robinson takes it, pushing it hard up the court. Lobs it up to Coleman. Haishim Weston takes it in the paint up and is fouled. That is Moravian Prep's 7th on the quarter. And we are only about 6 minutes and 3 seconds into this game. So like I said at the offset, very sloppy so far. Looks to be a low-scoring game. Haishim Weston takes his spot at the free throw line, looking to make 2. And misses the first. Checking in for Kendall Oliver is number 5, China Jones, who I believe is also a freshman, yes. So the Bruins, the core of the Bruins starting 5 are actually all very young, mostly sophomores and freshmen. We do have, freshmen. We do have a few juniors. Tamir Glenn is a junior. Antoine Robinson, who is currently on the court, throws it up there and misses. Number 21 comes down with the rebound and is fouled. Antoine Robinson, as I was saying, number 2 here, is a senior. He's looking to graduate this year. But the rest of the PIU Bruins are freshmen, sophomores, as I said, and a few juniors. So future is definitely looking bright for the Bruins, and Josh Howard in his 3rd year as head coach is looking to continue to build off of the team that he has constructed so far. Last year, they made it to the 2nd round of the South Regional Championship playoff tournament and were defeated by the previous year's national champion. And then the year before that, they were knocked out of the 1st round in double overtime. So looking to take it a step further. Hopefully this year we'll make it to the actual regional championship game. And we'll look to hopefully bring home a championship. Number 5, once again, steps back outside the 3-point and drains another one. He is looking consistent and on fire so far. Pass over to Antoine Robinson, a high sheem in the corner. Justin Poitras was open for a moment there. Back up to the top with Curtis Coleman. China Jones looking to set the pick. Coleman is still struggling, needs to get the ball out. It remains Piedmont ball. Subbing in for Justin Poitras is number 3, Kendall Oliver. Kendall Oliver is a junior from Jacksonville, Florida, standing at about 6'5". He and China Jones down in the paint provide some height. China is 6'6". He's number 5, also a freshman. I know Coach Howard has been looking for some height underneath the basket for a couple years now and is definitely relieved to have that, looking to match up against Moravian Prep's height, number 5 and number 21. So far, number 21 has been pretty dominant underneath the paint. Antoine Robinson lobs it up. Air ball, delay of game. Ball goes back to Moravian Prep. Bruins are definitely struggling getting something here on offense. Colton Bishop subs back in for Haishim Weston. Moravian Prep has been stifling with their defense all game long so far, really providing some difficulty for the Bruins underneath the basket, and then definitely out on the 3-point line. They can't really seem to get anything to drop. Kendall Oliver, number 5, called with a foul. I believe it was a reach. Number 1 for Moravian Prep, his name is Caleb Burgess. He looks to take the ball back into play here. Dumps it right underneath and comes down with it, number 21. Robert Parks has checked into the game, number 12 for the Bruins. Coming up on the near side of the court, looking to make something happen. Kendall in the corner. Shovels it, Antoine throws it up and misses it. Setting the block, number 21. Number 5 dishes it to number 11. Number 1 looks to make the shot, shoots it back up to number 5, who has been on fire so far. He throws it up, misses, and the Bruins come back down with the rebound. 11 minutes, 41 seconds left here in the first half. The score is currently 18 for Moravian Prep and 8 for the Bruins. China Jones travels underneath. And it goes back to Moravian Prep. Number 23, Justin Poitras, subbing back in for China. Coach Howard looking to try and get something going on offense and trying to keep Moravian Prep out from underneath the basket on defense. Looking to see what he can do to slow these Lions down. In the corner, wide open shot for the 3, and he makes it. Pushes the lead to now 13. Bruins have often found themselves in scoring trouble in the early on, but then find their way back typically later on in the first half and into the second half. The Bruins are a very good team. They beat Pfeiffer University a couple weeks back, which is one of the top premier NCAA Division III teams in the nation. And then recently played Winston-Salem State and fell a little bit short. Kendall Oliver went up for the layup there and was denied. Back to Moravian Prep pushing down the court. Number 11 shoots it over, throws it up, and way long. Robert Parks picks it up, shovels it to Justin Poythress. Ew. That would have been very nice had it gone in. Antoine Robinson is fouled. That brings Moravian Prep up to 8 on the half. Antoine Robinson with 2 shots. See what he can do with it. And he misses the first. Bruins definitely need to capitalize on these moments. They don't seem to be coming too often now that the game has kind of settled in. Needing to capitalize on these opportunities to score points, and he makes the second. Current score 21-9. Piedmont looking to play a little press defense. Colton Bishop tips the ball. Number 1 throws it up, and that's off. Right back into the hands of Moravian Prep. The ref says that the ball went off of Piedmont, presumably Robert Parks down at the baseline. Good hustle by the Bruins. Number 1 takes the shot, and it's off. Robert Parks picks up the rebound, is looking to push. And over to Antoine Robinson. He steps back, looking to calm things down. Over to Kendall Oliver in the corner. Back to Robinson, over to Bishop. Bishop trying to direct traffic to find a hole with this Moravian Prep defense. As I've stated before, Colton Bishop throws it up off the ball. It remains Piedmont ball. Bounced off of number 32, Daniel Lobach for the Lions. Number 15, Malik Morris checking in here, taking over Antoine Robinson's spot, looking to give him a breather. Malik comes from Alabama, is also a freshman. Himself, Justin Poythress, and a few other of our our junior varsity basketball players come from Alabama. Nice layup there by number 12, Robert Parks. Worked his way underneath the basket and put it in. As I was saying, Justin Poythress, Malik Morris, and Jared Key, who's looking to check in here in a moment, all come from Alabama. From one of the schools that Piedmont International recently merged with, Southeastern Bible College and Seminary down there in Birmingham, Alabama. And they all have been wonderful assets to the team. Kendall Oliver, number 3, picks up the rebound. Nothing going for the Lions there. Robert Parks tries the layup one more time, and Malik Morris is fouled underneath. That's number 9 for the Lions. Timeout called by Coach Howard. We'll take a quick break and be right back. And we're back here at the Pope Activity Center. Piedmont coming out of the timeout, looking to hopefully make a couple shots and shorten this lead. Malik Morris goes to the free throw line looking to make 2. Jared Key checks in, number 11. He is also a freshman. Throws the first one up, and he makes it. Bruins slowly but surely chipping away at the lead here. It is now 21-13. Moravian Prep has seemed to go on a scoring drought here in the last couple of drives. Piedmont seems to have stepped up their defense just a little bit more, maybe picking up on some of the tactics that the Lions are throwing down. And yep, and there we go. Jared Key takes the rebound. Robert Parks comes down the court along with Kendall Oliver, goes up and puts it in the basket. 21-15 here. The Bruins are now down by 6 with 8 minutes and 22 seconds left in the first half. Caleb Burgess taking the ball up the court. Robert Parks looking to make a stop here, directing some traffic. Takes it under, shovels it out, and he's called for the travel. Curtis Coleman checking back in now for Robert Parks. Shovels it back to Jared Key and back to Coleman. Oh, loses the ball. Number 5 picks it up, looks to take it, and he comes up and throws it down. Got a lot of height on this Moravian Prep team, so look for those kinds of opportunities often. They've already had a couple. Malik Morris taking it in, coming wild, looking for a foul and does not get it. Kendall Oliver goes up, and once again, Moravian Prep comes down with the layup. Curtis Coleman trying to get out of traffic here and tries to handle the game on his own back and cannot make it. Malik Morris was wide open in the corner, looking to hopefully throw a 3 down. Moravian Prep gets the ball back here, slowing the pace of the game down just a tad. Number 5 looking to match up with Kendall Oliver there, throws it up, almost on a prayer, and it comes down for the 2. Total score right now 27-15. The Lions have pushed that lead back up to 12 now. Bruins looking to make some kind of progress here. I believe number 24 on the Lions is called for the foul. That puts the Lions at 10 total fouls. And we are only 13 minutes and 20 seconds into this game. Kendall Oliver to the line, taking it for 2. Puts up the first one and misses. Bruins struggling off from the free throw line tonight. As I mentioned beforehand, really going to need to take advantage of these opportunities. Coming into the game, number 1, Tamir Glenn, and number 12, Robert Parks, checking back in. Tamir's been sitting on the bench for a couple of minutes, just taking a breather. He looks refreshed and ready to roll. Colton Bishop standing on the line, looking to check in as soon as this next throw or free throw is made. And he does. Kendall Oliver makes it. And Colton Bishop checks in. Colton Bishop is also a senior. Came to Piedmont from UNC Wilmington. Had a full ride, was looking to transfer over to a school to study Bible, I believe. Oh, Robert Parks takes the steal, pushing down the court, and Colton Bishop goes up and lays it back down. That seems to have at least woken up the crowd here at the Pope Activity Center. Maybe they can do it again. Bruins really need all the help that they can get. And they do it, they take another steal, Shoveling it over to Tamir Glenn. Robert Parks wide open on the side. He throws it up and does not come down with it. Good effort. They need to keep this up, keep that fire going. Throw the Lions off on their heels, and the Bruins are called for a foul. Number 15, Malik Morris, called for that. That is the Bruins' 7th team foul, I believe. Caleb Burgess throws up his first free throw, makes it. Score is now 28-18. Lions have done a very good job at holding the lead, keeping it at a solid distance, but the Bruins are showing a little bit of fire here in the last few minutes, trying to cut that down before the half. Maybe able to go into the locker room and discuss some strategy, maybe find some holes in this Lions defense. So far, it has been stifling. Colton Bishop takes it in, shovels it to Poitras, out to Malik on the line. He throws it up, misses it. Off Colton Bishop. It is Moravian Prep ball. Caleb Burgess brings it up. Not seeming to be in a rush until now. Takes it up. Misses. Grabs it again. Steps on the line. It is Piedmont basketball. Bishop showing a little frustration there. Tosses it out to Robert Parks. Bishop brings it back up, and he loses it. Almost came down with the and one. Colton Bishop just about jumped as high as the rim, trying to block that. Takes the Bruins up to 8 total team fouls. Caleb Burgess back to the line.
Finish the play, one.
And he makes the second. Pushes the score, 30-18, 5 minutes left in the first half. Lions are pressing, and he's called with the travel. Refs are certainly not showing any grace whatsoever. Not that I'm saying they should, but they are definitely being particularly hard on both teams this evening. A lot of clock stoppage. A lot of mistakes by both teams as well. Bishop wanted a call there. Seemed to be holding on to the ball on the sideline for a little bit too long, but does not get it. Number 5 takes it up and lays it down. Malik trying to dribble through traffic. Colton taking it through, shovels it back out to Tamir Glenn on the line, takes it up, and he misses. Malik Morris gets the rebound, puts it up, nothing. I can certainly imagine the Bruins are frustrated. It has not been an easy half for them, especially on the offensive side of things. Nothing seems to be going their way. The Lions are definitely showing a lot more athleticism underneath the paint. Colton up, misses again, and now they call the foul over the back. Malik Morris goes to the line once again. He's got 2 shots. See if he can capitalize on this opportunity. And he does not. Continuing a trend for the Bruins this evening. They have not been able to sink that first free throw. We'll see if he can make it on the second, at least get something out of this. And he does. Current score 32-19. Bruins down by 13 with about 4 minutes left in the half. So far, the Bruins have only called 1 timeout so far. Really haven't had a need to call any timeouts with how many fouls have been called so far. Getting a lot of time to rest. Number 1 takes it all the way by himself. Not too sure what's happening right now. Seems number 1 is showing a little bit too much attitude for the ref's liking, so they called him for it. Gave it to the Bruins back on the line. Definitely going to have to be careful there. Malik Morris is really struggling keeping hold of the ball so far. Probably needs to calm things down just a little bit here. Shovels it into Poitras. Can't keep a hand on it. My goodness. Tamir Glenn comes up. Poitras with the steal and gives it right back. Calling for the jump ball. It is Piedmont basketball. Coach Howard calls his second timeout of the half. 3 minutes and 13 seconds left here. Bruins may be a little frustrated. We will come back here in just a couple seconds. Back here, Tamir Glenn looking to take the ball out. Seems the Lions are going to play a press defense, which the Bruins have definitely struggled with, and they look to continue that trend. Caleb Burgess has been a thorn in the side of the Bruins so far this half. Colton Bishop with the steal. Things are starting to get a little chippy on the court. You can imagine it's a lot of bent up frustrations, and once again gives the ball away. Bruins are going to have to keep their head. I'm sure they will hear about that come halftime. Coach Howard certainly looking to even things out, I guess you could say. Malik looks for the steal, just barely misses it. Makes the Lions reset on the perimeter. About 10 seconds left on the shot clock. And throws it up, and misses. Nice flop job there by number 14. Looks to garner the foul and does not get it. Malik Morris takes it in, and he puts it down. Ending the scoring drought for the last couple of minutes for the Bruins. They are still down by 13. Hoping to get some momentum here with about 2 minutes left in the half. Pushes it back to Caleb, directing traffic. Pulling number 2 up to the top, hopefully to set a pick. Does not get what he's looking for and has to reevaluate the situation. Throws it up. Rims it out. Robert Parks comes down with the rebound. Really juggling into traffic by himself. Tamir Glenn takes it on the outside and misses. Doesn't seem like him and Morris were on the same page there, both crowding the same corner. Bruins really need to settle down and play their own game. Off the foot of Burgess. Coming in for Burgess is number 11, Kamari Scott for the Lions. As I was saying, the Bruins really need to slow down and play their own game. if they're pressed by the Lions, to step out of their own strategy and their own comfort zone, they will continue to get the same result that they've had. A lot of ball handling errors, a lot of fouls, a lot of missed shots, missed opportunities. Robert Parks throws it up and is short. Malik Morris puts it back and misses it and does not come down with it. Bruins definitely can't get inside their own heads. If they stay there, there certainly does not seem to be a lot of things looking up for them in the second half if they can't get outside of their own head. 32 throws it up and shoots it long. And number 2 comes back down with it and puts it back up. 30 seconds remaining here in the half. Double teaming up on the top of the corner. Malik takes it, shovels it to Poitras, puts it up, and comes back down with the layup. 36-23, 14 seconds remaining here in the first half. Piedmont International University Bruins, 23. Moravian Prep Lions, 36. 5 seconds. And stays Lions basketball. 3.1 seconds remaining. See if the Lions can get something here. Number 21 subbing in, looks to take it. He has his way. That handles the first half. As I said, the score, Moravian Prep Lions 38, Piedmont International University Bruins 23. We'll take a quick break, come back to you and discuss some of the highlights of the first half and start prepping for the second. We'll be right back. Welcome back here to the campus of Piedmont International University. We're just about to get underway here with the second half. Just remind you of the score. Moravian Prep has scored 38 total points in the first half. Piedmont only 23. Very low scoring half. A lot of foul trouble, a lot of clock stoppage. And those really were the themes of the first half. The Bruins struggled heavily with the free throws, and they really could not get past the stifling Lions defense. Everywhere they went, one of the defenders was standing in the way. Sorry, I'm trying to gather my thoughts here. The Lions have been very productive on defense, but not so much on offense. Let's not discredit the Bruins defense. They've held their own as well, just getting into a lot of foul trouble, as I stated before. So we'll see if those things continue here after the break. Second half beginning here in just a few seconds. It'll be Moravian Prep ball here to start us off. Let's get the second half underway. Here we go. Caleb Burgess back on the court. Definitely led the first half in scoring for the Lions. Trying to take on Tamir Glenn down low and gives it right back away to Malik Morris, number 15, who looks to drive down, goes up and puts it down. A promising start for the Bruins here right out of the gate. 38-25. Number 5 really does like those on a prayer shots, just kind of throws them up and prays that it comes down. It seems to be working for him tonight. Malik Morris goes back underneath and is just stopped. A little difficult to get around number 25, Javarzier Belton. Didn't want to say his last name wrong. Thought it said Bolton, but it is definitely Belton. Definitely been a menace for the Bruins all evening. He and number 21 for the Lions, as he casually just stands underneath the basket and is resting his hand on the bottom of the board. Oh, I'm so sorry. 25, not 21. Gives it right back out to Kendall Oliver. Gets trapped in the corner, looking for a way out. Colton Bishop grabs it just as it's about to be thrown away. Takes it back up at the top, swings it to number 15, Malik Morris, down to Poitras underneath. Goes up, almost goes in. And Tamir Glenn is fouled. Lions team first of the half. As trite as it may sound, this free throw is definitely promising for the Bruins. They've struggled all night with nailing the first one. If Tamir can put this in, he does. He puts the first one down, breaking the trend that they struggled through all of the first half. Shovels it right back out to Tamir and drains the three-pointer. Bruins looking to do a press defense to capitalize on that shot. Cuts the lead now down to 9. Kind of lets number 5 just have his way in the paint. It's good to make strong shots, but you've got to have strong defense as well. Almost loses the ball, shoots it out to Morris, looking down in the corner. See if he can make his way out. Kendall Oliver shoves it back up to the top to Tamir. Tamir loses it once again. Lion basketball. It's a beautifully chilly night here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. State is currently under winter weather warnings. Oh, and just shoves Colton right off the block. pushes the lead back down to 14. Malik gets stopped and is fouled by number 1. As I was saying, beautifully chilly. The state is currently under a winter weather warning. And knowing North Carolina's forecasters, we might get a small dusting or we could get a foot of snow. Not too sure which one it'll be. Time will only tell. But here we are watching a good game of basketball. Hopefully the Bruins can pull out a win. Colton Bishop finds his way out but is called for the foul. Bruins still sticking with the press defense, and Coach Howard calls them off. If you'll notice, all 4 of our men's basketball coaches are looking especially festive this evening with their ugly Christmas sweaters. They had a contest here in halftime. Ooh, Kendall Oliver takes a hard shot. Trying to get the rebound. As I was saying, had an ugly Christmas sweater contest here at the half. Trying to get into the Christmas spirit. Number 25, having his way, absolutely having his way with the Bruins. The lead is now back to 16. What seemed like a promising start for the Bruins is quickly dissolving. Tamir trying to take it out, shoves it to Poythress. Poythress goes up, is fouled, and gets the and one. Curtis Coleman takes it back out. Poythress tries to make the shot and misses. Frustration definitely seems to be mounting for the Bruins here as the game wears on. Colton Bishop up with the rebound and is fouled. Shoots it, almost makes it. That would have been nice. I just found out Moravian Prep is actually a high school. So it's certainly understandable why Coach Howard would be frustrated right now, as the Bruins, which are typically a solid team, really cannot get into a groove offensively and are leaving holes defensively. Not too sure what's up tonight. Hopefully they can figure that out here in the remaining 16 minutes of the game before the Christmas break. This is the last basketball game for the Bruins before the Christmas break. They'll be back in action first week of January. Our ladies Bruins, Tamir shoots it off to Haishim Weston, and he loses control. Our Lady Bruins played their last game of the first half of the season last night and fell to Warren Wilson in a close game. I believe they lost by 5. It's tightly contested, a lot of lead changes. Definitely the opposite of this game here. Number 25 for the Lions seems to be getting a little pushy. Wondering if the referees are going to find that. He's getting a little shovey, and they do. Good. Number 25 does not agree with the call. Bruins basketball. Not too sure what the holdup is here. Maybe Burgess. The referee is pointing. Never mind. That had nothing to do with either of the teams. Referee is trying to get some balls away from some of our spectators here. Must be getting in the way. Definitely don't want one of those rolling out on the court and breaking somebody's ankle. So hopefully they will get that taken care of quickly, and they seem to have done so. Back in action. PIU basketball. Tamir looking for the set, shovels it to Kendall. Kendall looks for the shot, thinks about it, shovels it to Haishim. Haishim puts it up and comes back down. 46-33, the lead's back down to 13. seem to say this quite a bit tonight. Hopefully that is the beginning of some momentum for the Bruins. Really need to chip away at some of this lead here. Hopefully can find a way to stop the Lions. Shovels it back down, almost gets, and they're looking. Oh, I'm wondering when they're going to call it, and they do. Kendall Oliver is called for the foul. Needs to be careful with the amount of talking he's doing. Definitely don't want to risk a technical foul here. Could really stand to put them out of the way. Lions try and jump the gun here before the referees are ready for the game to continue. All seems to be good now. Caleb Burgess looks to shovel it in, trying to find an open man, gets shoved, called on Haishim Weston. So far, the total foul count sits at the Lions have 5 total team fouls this half, and the Bruins are sitting at 3. So definitely seem to have cut down a little bit on the fouls, which is what both teams were struggling with the first half. It's good to see that both of them have gained some of that control. Hopefully we'll be able to keep that up. Number 5 takes the ball, throws it up once again, and it comes down. Can't really do too much about that on defense, especially when they're throwing it up so high and then everything just seems to be coming down on a whim. That's not to discredit number 5's talent. He is certainly a fantastic basketball player. Some of those shots are high and mighty. Bruins lose control of the basketball once again and almost get it back. Tamir Glenn picks it up. 2-on-1, goes up, and is fouled. Robert Parks looking to check in here shortly. Might be able to provide some defensive fire. He is definitely quick on his feet. Can be on one side of the court in 1 second and the other in another. Not too sure where you'll find him next. Tamir Glenn throws up the first shot and misses. Typically, Tamir is almost guaranteed with his free throws, but seems to be falling into the trap tonight that everybody else is struggling with. As I was saying that, Robert Parks checks in for Kendall Oliver. Tamir drains his second. Really wasting a lot of opportunities here for the Bruins on the free throw. Coach Howard calling for the press defense, trying to put some pressure and put the Lions on their heels here, maybe to get them out of their groove. Oh, and Tamir takes the ball, racing down court, goes up and drops it in for the layup. And he gets the, he just stepped out. Just stepped out. Our contestants, or I'm sorry, our spectators are not happy about that call there. Timeout called by the Moravian Prep Lions. Take a quick breather for the Bruins. Continue this momentum. Hopefully we'll see some progress. Back here after the break. The Lions got the ball back on an interesting call. Seemed Haishim Weston seemed to step out of bounds. Actually, I'm sorry, Curtis Coleman seemed to have stepped out of bounds as soon as he blocked the inbound pass from the Lions. The Bruins almost had possession of the ball to capitalize. And the Lions are called with the charge. Number 21. Called with the shove. I'm sorry, not a charge, with the shove. Bruins basketball. Tamir steps up, throws it up, and it is good. Tamir Glenn seems to be coming alive here in the second half, almost carrying the Bruins on his back, offensively speaking. They come down, the Bruins come down with the rebound. Tamir Glenn grabs it, from China Jones, pushes it up to Robert Parks on the far side of the court, looking for a hole. Grabs it to Tamir. Tamir rushes in, goes up. Oh, he's so close. Bruins looking to press. Coach Howard calling for them to get back on the other side of the court to play defense. The lead is now cut to 9. The score is 48-39 with 13 minutes left in the second half. Bruins seem to be getting some fire here underneath in their bones, 6 seconds left on the shot clock. He throws it up and he misses too hard. The Lions come back down with it. Robert Parks looking and goes up and is fouled. Curtis Coleman and Justin Poitras both on the block there. Number 5 goes to the line. Josh Hall definitely has been the brunt of this Lions offense the entire game. Him and Caleb Burgess certainly providing the backbone of the Lions offense. Nails his first free throw. Kendall Oliver checks back in for Justin Poitras. Throws it up, and the Bruins get the rebound. 39-49. Bruins hopefully looking to capitalize on some mistakes. Is fouled. I believe that was by number 11. Yes, number 11. Got the foul called against him. That is the Lions' team 8th of the half. Bruins sitting down back at 4, so they've definitely been able to control the fouls this half. Seem to have gained some composure. Robert Parks to the line. And he makes the first. Throws up the second, misses it. Almost gets the rebound, but Curtis Coleman reaches in, fouls him. It remains Lions basketball. Caleb Burgess pushes up the court trying to test Curtis Coleman. Tamir steps in the way. Josh Hall. Tamir once again goes up, almost with the double dribble, and then he gets called for the travel. Tamir Glenn bringing the ball back up the court, looking to continue his hot streak here in the second half. Throws it up, and it is good. Tamir Glenn on fire for the Bruins. Nothing going. Number 5 steps back up, throws it back down. Their lead is now cut to 8. In any normal circumstance, that might be a healthy lead for most teams, but they were. Kendall Oliver throws it up. China Jones throws it up. Doesn't get anything going for him. In any other circumstance, an 8-point lead is pretty solid for a basketball game. But for the Lions, it's kind of unsettling because they were at one point up by 16. China Jones goes up and is fouled. Shot is no good. Calling it on the baseline. China Jones called for the shove. For the push, sorry. Subbing in for the Bruins, number 32, Colton Bishop. Colton is definitely deadly from the three-point line. Him and Tamir combined here might just do the Bruins a world of good in terms of getting back into this game. Curtis Coleman called with the foul. Caleb Burgess to the line. Really can't afford to be fouling him this evening. Him or number 5, Josh Hall. Bruins have steadily crept back up to meet the Lions in the total foul count for this half, sitting now at 7. Burgess makes his first and makes his second. Bruins have about 11 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game to do something. They seem to be catching some sort of fire, really starting to make some shots off the perimeter. Passes it over to Robert Parks. Robert Parks swings it on the inside, looks at Kendall Oliver underneath the basket, throws it up, doesn't come down with it. Struggle for the ball underneath the basket. Kendall Oliver calls the timeout. Smart play there. There really was no saving grace for Parks. Seems to be a recurring theme here for the Bruins as they struggle underneath the basket. A lot of ball handling errors. And just to be honest with you, those are some big bodies underneath that basket guarding it. And so I can't blame them there. But they will need to find a way around them if they want to win this game. It will be Bruins basketball. Robert Parks looking to pass in. Kendall Oliver takes the ball, jumps it in, shoots it out to Tamir Glenn. He throws it up. Oh, in and out. Almost. Colton Bishop matching up on Josh Hall, excuse me. Number 32 coming for the pick. Malik Morris picks him up, throws it up again. Does not come down with anything. And it is called out on the Lions. It comes back to the Bruins. Down by 10. Pass it over to Tamir Glenn. Kendall Oliver back in the corner. Shoots it up to Colton, over to Tamir. Looks for the shot, has nothing. Colton cuts through the middle, over to Malik, off of the Lions. It stays the Bruins basketball. And Antoine Robinson checks in for the Bruins, as well as number 25, Javarzia Belton, who is just as equally impressive in size and stature as number 21 is in the paint. And so Bruins certainly not catching a break there. We'll need to continue to find a way around. Justin Poitras also checks into the game. Antoine Robinson takes it to the top, shovels it to Malik Morris. In the paint is Justin Poitras looking for a bounce up off the backboard. Nothing coming. Oh, and Kendall Oliver picks up the steal. Malik Morris going up, and he misses it. He misses it. Coach is looking for a foul there. Referee's not giving them anything right now. Kendall Oliver with another steal. 3-on-1 situation, is fouled and almost comes down with the and one. Colton Bishop trying to console the referee. Not really console, but talk to him. See if he can figure out what's going on the court and why some of these are not being called for the Bruins. Bishop certainly is an incredible individual on the campus of Piedmont. Stands to be a great encouragement to a lot of our students. Is an equally exceptional basketball player. Referees are convening. Not too sure what they're discussing. We will find out here in a moment. I think they had a technical called. Yep. Not sure who the technical was called on, but Kendall Oliver now has extra shots to work with, and he misses his first. really, really need to capitalize on this opportunity. They're down by 10. I just found out the technical was on number 5, Josh Hall. Kendall Oliver looking to make his second. Throws it up and comes down with it. Bruins certainly can stand to cut this lead a little bit here if they can make the last 2 shots. Oh, they're not making any more shots. They'll get repossession of the ball down on the court or the baseline. Colton Bishop inbound. Limited time, got to find something. Shoots it out to Malik Morris. Over to Colton. Colton trying to find a way through. Shoves it over to Antoine Robinson. Justin Poitras called with a foul. That's got to be frustrating for the Bruins. Once again, handing the ball right back over to the Lions. Caleb Burgess takes the ball up the court. Malik Morris looking to stop him. Number 25 looking for the pick. Justin Poitras called with the foul. Both teams stand at 9 total team fouls for the half, Seem to be catching up on their first half foul count. Things have slowed down quite a bit here. It definitely seems frustrating for the Bruins, but one thing that they would definitely need to remember, there are still 9 minutes and 18 seconds left in this game, and they're only down by 10. That is not impossible, and they have been known for having a late surge in the game. So don't count them out quite yet. Hang in with us. Things are just about to get interesting. Kendall Oliver pushes the ball up the court. Justin Poitras sets the pick. Colton Bishop takes it, throws it back out to Malik. Malik takes it up underneath the paint, throws it up, and it is good. Bruins trying to will their defense on, maybe get this crowd engaged, making some noise here. Eight seconds left on the shot clock. 3, nothing, and gives it right back to the Lions. Antoine Robinson takes the inbound on the near side of the court here. Over to Colton Bishop. Kendall Oliver reaches up under, misses the shot. Referee timeout called. We'll be right back. We are back. Caleb Burgess pushing up the court. Malik Morris almost had the steal. Poitras needs to be careful there with some of the pushing. Kendall Oliver takes the rebound. Foul called on number 1, Burgess. That is the 10th of the half. Kendall Oliver looking to make 2 here. And he puts in the first. Misses the second. Cuts it to 10 here. Oh, off of the backboard there. Definitely a good break for the Bruins. Number 2, covering Colton Bishop. It was all over him. Surprised he wasn't called for the foul either. Colton almost goes for the shot. Malik Morris. Oh, and Colton almost gets the putback. Lions are called with the foul, while Colton takes a moment to rest on the court. Colton Bishop going up for the two free throws here. Could stand to make this an 8-point game once again. Having trouble cutting it any lower than that, and they're going to continue to have trouble if they can't make these free throws. Definitely been in the Achilles heel for this team this evening. Throws up his second and is too hard. Seven minutes left in this game. Current score 57-47. Bruins called with another foul, pushing them to their 10th. Quite frustrating to watch, I'm sure. Things are moving at a slow pace here. A lot of free throw opportunities, a lot of stoppage. Number 5 misses his first shot. Tamir Glenn subbing back in for the Bruins for Antoine Robinson. Tamir Glenn is certainly a welcome sight as he was on fire there for a little bit. Misses the second, gives it off to Colton. Over to Tamir in the corner, got a wide open shot, and he misses. Also, there's a foul on the Lions. Telling you what, Bruin fans certainly can't complain about that, but my goodness, I do believe we're pushing upwards of 25 total fouls in this game between each team. Sloppy, to say the least. And he makes the first. Kendall Oliver with his third opportunity so far these last couple of minutes of free throws. Seems to be making the most of them after the technical foul. Hopefully is settling into a rhythm here. It is now an 8-point game. Bruins pressing on defense, giving them a little bit of room to push up the ball. Tamir Glenn taking on number 1, Caleb Burgess. Steps it over to Colton. And Colton Bishop is called with the foul. I do believe that is 3 possessions now. And every single one of those possessions has ended with a foul. Let's see how many in a row we can get here. This could be a very long 6 minutes and 41 seconds. Burgess just throws it up. Lucky for him, it came down. Looking to make his second here. And he does not. Tamir Glenn with the rebound, shoots it up to Malik Morris. Pressing, finds a hole, steps in, gets blocked. Number 25 is like a ghost. Comes when you least expect it, and he has been haunting this Bruins defense, or offense, all night long. Kendall Oliver with the rebound, almost loses the ball. Tamir Glenn takes it, shoves it to Malik Morris underneath the basket, and he makes the layup. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 7-point game. They've finally broken the 8. Maybe we'll bring this crowd to life. And the Bruins just let them walk in. Lions called with the foul, number 2. Malik Morris puts up his first shot, and he makes it. 60-52. He makes his second. Back to a 7-point game here. Bruins are slowly creeping up on the Lions. Colton Bishop takes the head. Kendall Oliver looking to get another steal. Josh Hall doesn't want anything to do with it underneath. Kendall Oliver is like a madman underneath the basket. Puts up another block if they can only come down with the rebound. My goodness. My goodness. Bruins called with the foul and the and one. Misses his first. Justin Poythress comes with the rebound. Tamir Glenn over to Colton Bishop. 9-point game. 5 minutes left. Pass it over to Morris. Looking underneath in the basket. Tamir looking to go up against. Passes out underneath. And gets fouled. Again. Keyword. Again. Tamir Glenn definitely looks frustrated talking with the coaches. Can only imagine it's with the amount of fouls this game has seen. If I could continue to bury that idea in the ground. There have been a lot of fouls in this game. China Jones getting ready to check in for the Bruins. Justin Poythress makes his first. And misses the second. 62-54 with 4 minutes and 45 seconds left here. Caleb Burgess once again looking for a route. He does not find it. Comes down with it on Tamir Glenn. Kendall Oliver looking back to Tamir. Tamir takes it in, and he makes it. 62-56. That was a beautiful layup for Tamir Glenn. Number 11 loses control of the ball. Number 2 creeping up on for the pick. Kendall Oliver seems to be called with a foul. A little bit of jawing going on down there between he and Caleb Burgess, I do believe. Yes. Checking in for the Bruins, China Jones and Robert Parks. Still Lion basketball. And China Jones gets the steal. Tamir taking it up. Steps back, shoots it to Robert Parks, back to Glenn. He throws it up, barely misses it. Number 11 comes down with it. Should have been called for a shove there, but does not. Tamir Glenn steps in the way of Burgess. China Jones is called with a foul. Curtis Coleman checking into the game here for China Jones. Really don't believe China did anything to gain the foul. He seemed to be standing still and straight up, but the referee saw differently. Burgess misses his first free throw. And makes his second. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left here. Bruins shift around. Curtis Coleman taking it up at the top. Tamir over to Kendall Oliver, excuse me. Get my numbers straight here. Tamir Glenn over in the corner, shoots a three, and he drains it. The lead is now cut to 4. The block! Colton Bishop stands up and says, "Not today." Timeout called by the Bruins. Bruins coming back out for defense, definitely looking amped up, motivated, momentum fully on their side as Colton Bishop came down with a nasty block. It is back to Lions basketball, and they get their hands on it again. Tamir Glenn takes the tip-off, charging down court, steps back, throws it up, misses it, almost comes back down with the rebound. Things are in full swing here as number 24 pushes up the court. Number 2 swings it back to number 11 for the Lions. Robert Parks sticking defense. Number 24 throws it up, misses. Bruins come down with the rebound. They really need to move quick here. Coach Howard pushing them on. Curtis Coleman almost loses the ball, shoots it back out to Colton Bishop. Trying to direct traffic here. Really don't have too much time for that. 2 minutes almost remaining in this game. Fires it to Justin Poitras. Over to Robert Parks, back up top to Bishop. Bishop charges in, shoots it back out to Curtis, and he almost drains it. Almost. 2 minutes left in this basketball game. Really needing to show some fire here on defense. Bruins coming down to the final wire. This game is not over yet. Just as I had predicted, the Bruins are typically known for late surges. Caleb Burgess throws up the three and knocks it down, pushing this lead back to 6. Tamir Glenn throws it up. Does not come down with it. Lions basketball. Curtis Coleman pushes it out of bounds. It still remains. Coach Howard calling for a press defense. It is now 3-on-2. Possibly running out of time here, really. Pushing it close. Not sure why Justin Poitras didn't stand in the way of Caleb Burgess. The lead goes back to 8. Caleb Burgess called with another foul. Curtis Coleman stepping up to the line here. I myself was trying to figure out what all the commotion was about. Something got the crowd stirred up. Caleb Burgess seems to have been taken out of this game. And number 5, Josh Hall, which is actually quite a big deal for the Lions, as both of them have been their primary scorers this game. Bruins looking to capitalize on the loss of their 2 most productive players. Curtis Coleman with the second shot, back to 6. Bruins stepping up on their defense. One minute, 10 seconds left on the clock here. Bruins playing pretty conservatively on here on defense. Pressing just a little bit more here. 1 minute left. Taking it in, number 11 puts it up, and it's good. Running out of time here very quickly. My goodness. Colton Bishop was straight up denied. 40 seconds left. Number 14 puts it up once again. Justin Poitras just watches. Not sure what's going there, what's going on in his mind on defense. Ball is knocked out of bounds. It's still Piedmont basketball. They are back down to 10. Curtis Coleman is hurt. Coach Howard and our athletic trainer coming to check on him. Definitely seemed to take a nasty fall there in that tussle underneath the basket. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Curtis Coleman is hobbling off the court underneath the assistance of our athletic trainer and possibly his father. Seems to be favoring his right ankle, possibly came down on it pretty hard as they were fighting for the ball there. Certainly hope that he is going to be okay. Bruins inbounding back out to Colton. Colton takes a step back, throws it up, and just misses it. Off of the Lions. Still remains Piedmont basketball. Malik Morris throws it up and throws it long. Colton Bishop called for the reach. 18.8 seconds left on the clock. Bruins are down by 10. Seem to be slowly fading away here. Definitely been a frustrating night for the Bruins all around, as they've not been able to get too much going on offense and have struggled defensively with fouls. And then when given the opportunities to score points, they have often missed a lot of their free throws. So hopefully they're able to iron out some of the kinks that they've been experiencing this evening over the Christmas break, come back in January, come out strong, and hopefully look to make it into the regional tournament for the NCCAA Division I. Tamir Glenn steps back, throws it up, hits the rim. 10 seconds left on the clock. Looks like Moravian Prep is going to hold the ball and finish the game. And that certainly does it for us here at Piedmont International University. The final score, Moravian Prep Lions 72 and Piedmont International University Bruins 61. Thanks for joining me. Certainly enjoyed it. My first time here on the live broadcasting booth, so hopefully I did not bore you. But anyways, definitely hope that you join us here again after December. For the time being, my name is Matthew Malin, and here we are signing off from the campus of Piedmont International University.